it's not Malaysia before. It was like Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, even Philippines. Everything is.
When the Ottomans came,
Yeah.
there wasn't that much of a problem between us and the Ottomans. We kind of accepted it quite easy.
Look, even Malaysia before it was Muslim country because our Sultan he became Muslim.
Every Filipino I know is
know.
not Muslim. That's I
Except-
didn't even know when you told me.
Nowadays, like even I asked some of the Lebanese friend, he's a bit confused. Like they say, like, look, is it a Muslim country? It is, but the president is not. Something like that. It was just
Yeah,
shamble,
it's
like you
confusing.
mean,
It's
confusing,
all over
yeah.
the shop. But that's how after the World War One, after
Yeah.
everything was split, Ottomans were destroyed. Everything was just kind of left that way to be confusing.
Yeah,
And if you look at what Burma, what's the
Rohingya.
between no, in India, next to India. Kashmir.
Kashmir, yeah, Kashmir.
Same
is
thing,
free-
same
yeah,
thing, man. They
yeah,
gave
that's
India
true.
to India, Pakistan, but then they kept Kashmir. You
Ah,
guys can pick what you want, and then you guys can vote. And alhamdulillah, it was majority Muslims, so they were always run by the Muslims. But then I think Pakistan withdrew their
Yeah.
but the British were smart. They always
Yeah.
left that little area for confusion
Yeah,
and
yeah.
for little collisions, and that's what's happening now.
yeah.
Because before they had the backing from Pakistan, but then when Pakistan I think withdrew, that's when all this now happened. Because and obviously things happen.
Even that our history, obviously, it's not Malaysia before. It was like Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, even Philippines. Everything is. That's why I asked you. Can you differentiate them? It's hard because they're actually from a same people.
Yeah.
So like you mentioned, this is history. After British came, even Holland came, even Portugal as well. They divide and conquer it. So everyone have become different. But the only thing I would say I'm proud about Malaysian is they hold to their deen. Because what happened to the Philippines before? It was the same like us, but when who conquered the Philippines? I can't remember, but they not become Muslim anymore. Slowly.
But you can tell. You wouldn't tell Philippines Muslim. No one. Every Filipino I know is not Muslim. I didn't even know when you told me. We had a conversation in the car that one time, and you were like, "Yeah, Filipino." I was like, "What?" 'Cause I had no idea.
Yeah. Brother Yahya is Philippine.
Oh, mashallah. Well, it's good.
Yeah,
So
but
now I know one.
actually, it's hard because they are become Christian now and
Most of them, yeah.
most of them.
Because I worked a lot of them, especially with nursing, and a lot of them are they're not Muslim. They're just.
Yeah.
But it's hard over there though. It's still.
It's still hard,
It's
man.
very hard, man.
Look, even Malaysia before, it was Muslim country because our Sultan, he became Muslim, because of the Arabs. What do you call it? Because the Arabs migrated to do like all the
Trading.
trading
Trading,
stuff
yeah.
and become Muslim.
Because
and
the Indonesians became Muslim through
Exactly.
the Yemens.
Yeah,
And the trading.
yeah.
So
See
subhanallah.
that, subhanallah.
And that's why Indonesia is the biggest population of Muslims.
Yeah, exactly.
But the thing is, with Bosnia and Serbia and Croatia, it's actually we were never one people. For example, Bosnia was there before Serbia and Croatia. Bosnia came from these people. I think they call them the Slavic people. It's a long name. Come from more like Poland area.
Yeah.
Up. And they that's where they came, and they were always there. There's always been issues between Serbia and Croatia claiming Bosnia, but really, if you look back into history, Bosnia, the area, those people were always there before them too. Because if you look in there's a history, Malcolm Noel, he has a book, a short history book on Bosnia, and he mentioned that the Bosnia was always there. So really, our root comes from the Slavic sort of people, from like Polish, Slavic. But Serbia and Croatians actually have heritage of Iranians.
Really?
Yeah, so they migrated after. But when they came, obviously they came in big forces and dominated, and they took over. And Bosnia was always the route between wars and getting armies in and through. Because it's in the middle. It's kind of landlocked. Even the little ocean we do have, it's pretty much run by Croatia now. But because it's always been a shambles, it's always been people fighting over the land.
Yeah.
But subhanAllah, Bosnia was probably one of the most coexistence place. Like if you go to Sarajevo, you see it's still today. The Orthodox churches are still there. The Christians, the mosques. It's not destroyed. We've always just preserved it, and it's all just
I heard it's
coexistence.
it's very beautiful country, man.
It is, man. Mashallah, it's very beautiful.
It's like, of course, Europe is like very nice, but
Beautiful, man.
Bosnia, I think,
The forest,
yeah,
the air.
it's very nice. What happened to Bosnia now? Now, well, it's 2020
Yeah.
now. What?
Honestly, now people are still kind of bouncing back from the war, but
Yeah,
in my opinion, it's just they're just taking too long. Like instead of a lot of people obviously have left, and me included, man. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
talk. I'm here too. I'm not
yeah,
over there.
yeah,
But a lot of the villages where like I would go now, you see big forests, right? Massive forests, man.
Mm.
Nothing. And you know, you'd go with my mum and they'd be like, "This all used to be houses here." And now with these trees, and you wouldn't even tell there was people there. So
Mm.
like Bosnia's a very confusing. Like it's always had
Yeah.
something confusing happening. But a lot of people will even say that we were Muslims before the Ottomans.
Hmm.
That's why the
You guys
Ottomans.
Muslim before the
they-
Ottoman came.
Some
Ah,
say because when the Ottomans came,
yeah.
there wasn't that much of a problem between us and the Ottomans. We kind of
Ah.
accepted it quite easy.
Yeah.
So that's why when the Ottomans actually left, a lot of Bosnians went with the Ottomans back to like Turkey and stuff. And obviously that's why the war happened with Serbia, because they wanted to revenge on this
Yeah.
when the Turks came in.
They happened to Malaysian as well, because subhanallah, we have a history as well. With, like when British left because the war, Japan came.
Yeah.
They invaded us. Japan and Malay that time was okay. I mean because of the propaganda, like Asian for Asia. We can like we keen to Japan instead of British.
Of course,
Yeah, like Asia.
Your brother.
Yeah, something like that.
Still Asian.
Yeah.
Still, yeah.
But the problem is, this is history. We're not being racist here. Japan and China have problem.
Of course, always, yeah.
Japan and China have a problem, and then when they came to Malay, they have problem with China, Chinese people, and they've been very very bad. I mean, even for Malay as well. But after Japan left,
Yeah.
Chinese like communists is try to take over the country.
Of course.
So it's very very. Look, it's become deep now, you know.
Yeah, but that's how it is. But that's just how it is. Rule and conquer.
I know.
It's still the same. I mean, today it's different. Today they're trying to conquer different ways, because it's not like back then you can grab an army and go take over. And
That's true.
it's different these days. But back then that was the norm.
Yeah.
From the beginning of time, you grab an army, you go take over lands, and when you take over the people, man.
Exactly.
And most and if you look at the Mongols, man,
Exactly, yeah,
they
man.
do the same thing. But subhanallah, the Mongols accepted Islam after a while.
Yeah, that's true.
So-
But they're very, very bad people, man.
Yeah, man. There was history. Bad,
You watch
man.
the A2
Of course, man.
Finish it?
Yeah. I'm on Osman. I finished Osman as well, man.
You finish Osman, man.
Yeah, Osman. I'm waiting for season 2 now. It's coming out.
Are you crazy?
Yeah, bro.
Man,
It's dedication, man.
it's hard, man.
It's history, bro.
I know, and it's good. I hate Noyan, man.
Nah, I like Noyan.
It's cool, huh?
I like Noyan, bro.
Yeah, it's
he's like
manga.
my favorite villain.
Look,
Because at least he's evil in your face. He's not a snake.
it's
At
not
least
like
he's-
the.
You know he's evil.
I
Like,
know.
I'm gonna get you, bro.
Even Titus is.
Titus. At least he was, yeah. I like when you know people are evil.
Who's the guy that named I can't remember the name.
The Bosnian guy?
Not the Bosnian. The.
Sadek.
Sadek
Yeah, man.
Kopek, man.
Yeah, see him. I hate him, bro.
Man.
See,
I heard that. You told me before. Like in Turkey, people hate him.
5 times he got beat up. 5 times he physically got beat up, and it's like, and they put a statement out like it's not actually him. He's just playing a character, but he played it so well.
Yeah, so well until like people hate
5
it.
times though he got bashed by the
People
people.
really into it, man. Look, have you watched on the
Yeah.
YouTube like how Turkish people when they watch YouTube, they have their all
Yeah,
sword,
man.
everything. They become more.
Well, subhanAllah, someone saying when the coup happened, they were saying that would be thanks to the Ehtadul. Like people had that fire and like they
Yeah.
were, so subhanAllah, man, it's crazy.
This is how it is now, man. Like media is very important.
Media is important, bro.
You educate people through medias. I mean, nowadays you can see how Hollywood.
No one reads anymore. No one really reads. It's through movies. If you can have a good movie, and if you look at Netflix, like we discussed, they know what they put out.
It's dangerous, man.
Man, if someone asks you why they became, most of the vegans I know these days, if you ask them why they're vegan, it's because they watched the documentary Game Changers on Netflix.
I watch it.
The documentary, The Game Changer.
Yeah.
So many of them say, I watched this documentary and then I went vegan.
Subhanallah. How they change people.
It's powerful. Films and documentaries are
Yeah.
powerful, bro.
I know.
Very, very powerful.
And that's the only thing that as a Muslim we are really lack on.
Yeah.
We try.
Media.
We try. Like this.
Yeah, we're trying,
Yeah,
bro.
we're just chilling out, man. Nothing else. Thanks for the coffee, by the way. You make that.
Yeah,
But
it's actually-
like, yeah. I mean, if you see the world, how they, the new Netflix movie, Cuties, something like that. I think
Yeah,
one
I
part
saw
mentioned
that,
about
one
that
part
was a bit
mentioned
very
that.
bad one, man.
Yeah, it's a bit too much. But that was not even just because of the whole Muslim thing. That was just because
Uh.
of how young she was, and a lot of the
Mm.
pedophiles that awarded the
It's
winning.
getting crazy. And then Messiah, the Netflix last year.
Yeah, but that's what people want to watch, man. People are interested. I know Muslims that watch that. Just
Just to know, I think just
Yeah, but we know the story, man. There's nothing Netflix can tell us that we don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we
Yeah.
know what's gonna exactly happen, when he's gonna come, not when he's gonna come, but like how he's gonna come, when he's gonna do
Yeah.
stuff, what he's gonna take. We know the story.